Hello and welcome down onto the tech desk, and in today's video I've got another Quest accessory video. I feel like it's Quest week on the channel, and it is this. It's a golf handle from Yoges. This is absolutely brilliant. So I've started getting into Golf Plus and Walkabout Mini Golf, and I got this to see if it would improve my game, and it does, and I will explain why I think it does that. Okay, so what I'm going to do in this video then, I'm just going to go over it, and then we'll do some examples later, and there's a couple of setup things I need to talk to you about. Right, so as I said, this is from Yoges. This is the box it comes in. Whoop-de-doo. Comes in there, brilliant. And then when you pull it out, your first impressions are, if you've ever played golf with a real set of golf clubs, you'll feel the handle is brilliant, okay? So check this out. So you know the kind of golf handles, the hard rubber, slightly rubbery feel and texture to it with lots of indentations for the grip on there. Really does feel like a golf club handle. Plenty of room. So my adult sized hand's quite large. Put it on there. Look at that. Plenty of room either side. It is just the handle part itself, just the rubber bit. It's 26 centimeters by, you know, kind of average about 2.5 centimeters, give or take, with the thin and the thick end there. So decent enough for probably everyone, I would say. Feels lovely, isn't it? The logo on there and the nice pattern on there. And then moving up, here is the clever bit. So this bit is where you can extend it, right? So if you look on there, you have a picture of a padlock. What you can do is you turn it to like unscrew it. You only unscrew it a little bit, and yes, it's an extender. So it says here 50 centimeters to 70 centimeters and a stop. So kind of you move it to where you want it, whether you want it short or let's go the full length, and we go stop. Then you're going to tighten this back up. Okay, so it's on a screw, it doesn't clip, it's just kind of friction screw like that, and that ain't going anywhere. That is not going in or out. Brilliant. And then you can obviously undo that the way you want to. So for me, this has been brilliant because I don't have much room in the studio to play VR, whereas when I'm playing golf with my controller, it's quite handy because I can just use the controller like that and I don't need really any space. The only space I've got is my arm's length. This extends that arm length by however many centimeters you've got it at. So if you don't have much room, you're not extending it too far, but if you've got plenty of room, get it right out. Get it right out. Brilliant. Then moving on up to this part here. So this bit here, this kind of collar here, it clicks, okay? Very satisfying, very good quality clicking this is. And this is the genius part of when you want to attach your controller. So here we go, here's the cup for the controller. First thing to note, it only takes the right-hand side of the cup. I'm not sure if they do a left-hand side one, but I've only got the right-hand side. So for the 2 and the 3, it will take the right-hand side. So here we have the 2, it would go in there. And then for the 3, but as you'll notice, I've got my AMVR straps on, just to lift it on to show you, you can't put it on with the straps on. And this one has the battery pack bit on it. So if I just take this out, like so, you see the AMVR special battery bit there. It's okay. So you put it in by feeding the wrist strap through and then put it in there like that. There's a good amount of friction in there. Push it all the way down. I mean, that feels like it won't come out. However, there's no way I'm going to be swinging this around like a lunatic and then having this flying off, okay? So they've thought about this. And this is where this collar bit comes in. So you kind of click it around. I mean, it's in on infinity, so it doesn't matter where it goes. You want to kind of get it up here, and you get your strap, and you hook it round. There's like a little clasp in there, okay? So you hook that round there. You can do, if you want to, just tighten it up with that bit it's not necessary, but you can do if you want to, like that. Then you just turn it, either way, it doesn't matter. Turn it, turn it, turn it, and just keep turning it, okay? Like so, okay? And then that ain't coming out. So it's all tied all around there, and it pulls it into there, keeping this like ridiculously secure. There is no way that's coming out. So you can wave it around like a banshee if you want to. That's not the way I do it on Golf Plus, but if you want to, you can do, and this ain't flying out. It's a very simple yet effective way of securing your controller into the cup. Excellent. So far so good. Build quality is really good. It fits the controller very well. Couple of things. When you play your game, such as Golf Plus or such as Walkabout Mini Golf, you need to go into the settings and change it for the club. It thinks that you're holding it here, which you're not. You're holding it back here, so you have to go into the settings. Now, Yoges give you instructions on how to do that for each game. So for Golf Plus, you go into the menus, you go into the settings, and then you hold the trigger down while you're doing it. And the beauty of this is you can still use this if you want to. So you still have access to all of the buttons. So when you're playing it, you can just change all the settings, do whatever you need to do, and get it set up. Okay, but that's in-game. And the same with Mini Walkabout Golf. I haven't tried any others, so I'm not too sure about them, but I just assume they have access with having access to a club attachment. So then I just want to talk about how I think that it's improved my game. Okay, so what I have learned to do with this is it has actually slowed my game down, okay? What it is if you've got this, if you've got the controller and you want to swing it like that speed, you don't do the same with it being up here. You need to be a lot slower and the same speed, okay? So slower in your hand, faster because it's further away, and the further away it goes, the faster it goes with a smaller amount, which has improved my game immeasurably. Because I know with Golf Plus, you don't swing it like a lunatic. You kind of have to do it controlled. The slower you can be, the more controlled you can be, and I have found that with this. I can be holding it back up here, okay? Got to make golf hold like that, and I've been very slowly doing that. But up here, it's a lot quicker than as if I was holding it in my hand. So this means I can be a lot more controlled if I need to be, and it just slows my game down. And also it gives that element of realism. You have a nice club handle in there, and it just feels nice to be able to hold it like a golf club and just do your swing properly with it. I just think it's just a brilliant, for immersion, it really helps with the golf, and it also helps with the swing as well. So if I just show you this, the maximum length this will go from here all the way to the top of here, you're looking about 67 centimeters. Even though it says 70 on there, doesn't quite reach 70 centimeters. And then for the shortest part, it's about 43 to here, or around 41 to about here. So as long as you've got room in your setup to have this, you're going to need at least another 40 centimeters extra from what you play with. And the best bit about this is one of the cheapest sticks that you can get. There are a lot out there, and a lot are very expensive. This one does a lot for the price as well. So go and have a look. Again, prices on Amazon do change, around $40. Go and have a look in the description below, and I'll leave links on where you can get hold of this one. Let's think of something that I would change about this. And I mean, other than being on the left-hand side there, I think it would be nice to do both, but I can probably see why it only does the right-hand side. So if you do use the left controller, you'll need to have a look if they do another one. I'm not sure they do. Otherwise, you've got to stick with the right controller for this one. Other than that, I think it's I think it's very well made. I think this will improve your game immeasurably. A fantastic immersion and game improving piece. Okay, that's it then. Do let me know if you've got any questions in the comments below. Until the next video. Bye-bye.